Thank you all. I'm so proud to be here. My name is Jeanne White Ginder, and I'm the mother of Ryan White, and I also have a beautiful daughter, Andrea, who is sitting next to me. But I'm just a mom. I'm a mom like your moms. But because of a misunderstood disease called AIDS, my life changed overnight. It was not anything I thought I was going to have to worry about or experience, but in 1984, my son Ryan White was diagnosed with AIDS. He was born with severe hemophilia and took a medicine to clot his blood from the time he was born. Little did we realize that the medicine we thought to clot his blood and save his life was going to be the drug that took his life, because we knew later that it contained the HIV virus. Ryan turned 13 on December the 6th. A couple of days after that, 1984, he got off the school bus and he came in the house and he said, "Mom, you got to do something." He said, "I can't even get off the school bus without being tired." He said, "We had to run a lap today at school, Mom, and the teacher got real upset because I couldn't finish." He said, "Mom, I don't understand what's wrong with me." They finally put him in the hospital and he was diagnosed with pneumonia in both lungs. They treated him for bacterial pneumonia and he never got any better. Finally, they sent him to Riley Hospital for Children, and in the emergency room, Dr. Kleinman said, "We need to do a biopsy." I said, "Well, Ryan's a severe hemophiliac. He's not supposed to have any surgeries." He said, "This child's going to die if we can't find out what's wrong with him." I had to sign as a mom a horrible paper that said there was a good possibility that he wouldn't make it through surgery because of his hemophilia and because they didn't know what was wrong with him. There was no AIDS test at the time, so they wanted to do a 2-inch biopsy. I allowed that. They did the 2-inch biopsy. They sent the results to Denver, Colorado. The results came back that he had pneumocystis, which said he had AIDS. I said, "Well, how could my son have AIDS?" Dr. Kleiman said, "Well, we think this might be the tip of the iceberg." And sure enough, in 1985, as they started bringing in all hemophiliacs, there was over 9,000 that was infected with the HIV virus due to contaminated blood clotting factor. But Dr. Kleiman told me he had a T cell count of 25. Well, I didn't know what 25 meant, but he said that Brian would probably only live 3 to 6 months if we could get him over what he has now. I remember thinking, no, this ain't, wait, you're not, no, this ain't true, this ain't true. And I said, "I want to know everything there is to know about this disease." He said, "There's not a lot of information out there." I said, "Don't tell me that." I said, "Every cough, every fever, I'm going to worry about what I'm doing or whether I'm doing enough as a mom." He said, "I know you're a strong Christian lady, but you have to remember the people fighting this disease and trying to do something about it now is mostly the gay community." He said, "I'll give you the number of AMFAR, and you can do what you want to." I tell you, it was the best thing in the whole world. I called AMFAR, and on the other end of the line was a gentleman by the name of Terry Byrne, who became my best friend in the whole world. AMFAR, as I started meeting more and more people with AIDS, and yes, they were the gay community, fighting like hell to make a difference and to fight for everybody with this disease. And then Ryan saw through that, and Ryan said, "You know, Mom, we're going to fight the disease and not the people who have it." He said, "You know, once you have AIDS, you're just like everybody else who has AIDS. You're fighting to stay alive." He says, "Mom, we're going to make a difference." I saw a kid. He became famous because of his fight to go to school, but he became even more famous because of a bill named after him called the Ryan White Care Act, which Ryan ended up, thank you. Well, Ryan passed away April 8th, 1990, 5.5 years, which was a lot longer than they ever predicted that he would live. We get a call at the hospital from Senator Kennedy. Elton John was at the hospital by Ryan's bedside, being quite the secretary, and he answered the phone and he told me, "This is a call I think you should take." I got on the phone and it was Senator Kennedy. He said, "We're having these hearings here in D.C. He said, "With your permission," he said, "nobody has brought so much attention to this disease than Ryan has. He's on the nightly news." He said, "We have people caring about people with AIDS now. With your permission, we would like to name it the Ryan White Care Act." And at the first, I thought, well, that would be nice. I mean, I was worried about my son. I really did not think too much more about it. But after my son passed away, I get another call from Senator Kennedy. He said, we want you to come to D.C. I said, no, Ryan did that, not me. He said, no, really. He said, we need your voice. Ryan's death is so fresh on everybody's minds. This is a time for us to make a difference. I'm not smart enough. I said, I know nothing about the government. I said, I know nothing about the bill. And they said, well, we have people that know about the bill. He said, just be a mom. So I kept saying no. And finally, my friends from AMFAR said, do this for us. Do this for us living with AIDS still. And I tell you, I said, oh, I don't know. And Terry says, well, we know about the bill. We'll represent the bill. Finally, I get a call from Senator Hatch. Senator Hatch said, I'm not taking no for an answer. He said, I have 25 senators lined up for you. All we want you to do is be a mom. We're going to approach this disease a little differently. Everybody has a mom. We're going to touch people's hearts. We're going to get this bill passed. It was bipartisan, which you don't see that too much anymore. But this memorial means so much. It's for all the people living and for the people who cared so much to take care of the people. There's so many people that have been by the wayside, so to speak, have just did it because of the love in their hearts, that took care of people. But we have people now that are living long, and people are carrying on the torch. And I see so many of them, Phil, and there's just so many people that I'm just so thankful that they are here today, and people are living on. To me, when you go by this monument, I just would like, even if you can't stop by, I would like for everybody to just blow a kiss in the wind. Blow a kiss in the wind as I do all the time. Ryan always told me, keep your chin up, Mom. Everything's going to be okay. Well, everything will be okay. Sorry. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I love you all, and thank you also for inviting me and having me here today.
Thank you, Jeanne White Ginder.